Hi, friends. Welcome to my Make It Weird creativity channel. In real time, you just saw me turn on my desk light so that I could look better on camera. I want to do some real life, in the moment creativity, transparency, so you can see what the process actually looks like. I think we see all of the perfected, curated, presented things out in the world, the books, the social media reels, whatever, and we rarely see the behind the scenes. So let's start with Gabby's behind the scenes. You're in my bedroom. Okay, this is my desk. That's the light that I just turned on so I could look cuter. I have my computer propped up on The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. So hopefully the energy of Julia is always seeping into my work. If you don't know her work, she does morning pages. She's been around for 50 years. I did a workshop with her. She was wearing 5-inch pumps. She called them my fuck me pumps, and she said they made her feel more juicy and that she liked teaching in them, which I thought was amazing. Okay, then I have my journal and my espresso and my phone and my sticky pads and then like other random shit, which I'm going to talk about. Okay, so first there's like the creativity space, right? I make like posters. Like this was one I made last year. It's like bigger and more extensive, but like it was kind of like mantras to myself. Yes to a TED Talk. Yes to building business, marketing, all the things. Life begins at 50, right? So I have all shit like this all over the place. I have mementos. Shout out to Caroline, who makes me gifts. This was a welcome back, Gabby, when I came back from, I think it was from my birthday trip. I'm not sure, whatever. So I have like things that make me feel loved, right? In the world. And then I have like the actual process of making things. I'm going to do a screen share with you. But before I do screen share with you, I want to talk about using your hands. Okay. Using your hands. As some of you know, I have this TED Talk coming up, right? And my TED Talk is going to explore creativity and the relationship to technology, the relationship to AI, and how we can't outsource our creativity to technology because we lose ourselves in the process. We lose our character, that struggle of being messy and doing things imperfectly, the self-creation process, who we become in the process of like really struggling through it and not just dropping in a prompt and getting all the perfect words spit back out to us. And also like the physiology of actually making things, whatever that is for you. Okay, so anyway, what is the creative process that I'm currently in? So I'm currently in like, I'm gonna do a relaunch of my business and my brand in conjunction with the TED Talk this summer, right? Because I want to make sure everything is in alignment and I want to make sure that like products, offers, content, everything is cohesive, okay? So what's the difference between a brand and a business? For me, honestly, guys, not much. Not much is different. It's a weird way to build, but I'm going to tell you, it's just the Gabby way of building. So I'm going to do a screen share here for a second. And I'm going to show you, I've been working on these slides this morning. These are just like random people that I have come across that are doing shit that I think is interesting. Like there's this chick, Alexandra, and she does like these weird like choreography things and then some short film things and then some coaching things, and she's a Kundalini yoga teacher and she's an IIN nutrition coach, and I was like, "Oh, this is my kind of girl. Look, this is my kind of girl." So I just grabbed some screenshots, right, of things that she posted on her Instagram and ways that you can work with her. This is a local artist, Camilla, who started selling her paintings on Instagram, moved to Palm Beach, and now is commissioned to put paintings in everybody's houses in Palm Beach, like minimum like 10 grand a painting. Why did I put Camilla on here? A, I'm obsessed with the Palm Beach aesthetic. I really want to lean into and root down in community in Palm Beach because this is where I live and I've never bought a house or invested in community before in a really fixed way. And thirdly, like if this chick can sell $10,000 paintings, I can sell whatever the fuck I want. Right? Like we need to see role models of other people making a living doing things that they love. This chick, like Jamie sent me her Instagram reel this morning. It was super cute and funny. I fell down her rabbit hole as we do, right? We find someone, we fall down their rabbit hole. She has this book, Don't Make It Weird, which inspired me to make this name for the channel, which is a Make It Weird. I don't think it's Don't Make It Weird. I think it's Make It Weird. And so I was looking at like what her offers. Okay, so yes, this is like a brand inspiration, you know, uh, vision board. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm looking at what are the business models of what people are making. She has a sales community. It's $365 to join, which is $1 a day, right? But you have to pay the whole thing up front. Smart, because most people are probably going to go in for a month and then stop going back, right? Like she's making paintings we talked about. I looked at her offers and things that she's doing. So like as I'm like deep diving into brands, I'm also deep diving into like what is the business model behind the brand? Because you can't stop at the pretty pictures. You have to go like, how is this person making money? And does it feel aligned with me and what I want to make and my lifestyle? And I have built many a business in the past that did not align with my lifestyle. And so the number one priority for me going forward is, does this align with my lifestyle? Does it feel like me? Does it feel good? I don't know if you guys follow Elizabeth Gilbert. She has another book coming out. She has a Substack that she's been doing for a few years. There's 160,000 people currently subscribed financially to her Substack, right? Epic, epic. The thing that I like about her brand, which is something that I'm going to try to transition to in this next version of my brand, is that she is not the focal point of this. The letters are the focal point. The guests are the focal point. But she has a captive audience, and they're a participatory audience. They're participating. She's captured them. She has their attention. She has their participation and their engagement. But it's not the all about Liz show, right? Like if like my website that I currently have, which I redesigned last year, it's kind of like the all about Gabby show, right? There's Gabby and there's Gabby and there's Gabby's books and there's more Gabby and there's testimonials about Gabby, right? Not a problem. Good presentation for like getting the speaking gig or whatever, whatever, right? But I'm trying to transition in this next version of my brand into something that's more community focused and focused on you, less about me, more about you. See, these are things that are going around in my brain as I'm kind of doing my research and making my stuff. This is a woman who started a local fashion brand in Palm Beach, which I am unbelievably obsessed with. The prints are so me. As you can see, my flamingo wallpaper, I'm obsessed with prints, right? But the thing that's really special about her clothing line is that it is a clothing line that is size adjustable. So all the things that she makes, you can see, let's see, I'll show you real quick. Um, she makes them free size adjustable. So she's like currently pregnant. And this piece that she designed, the skirt, it has these snaps. And then no matter whether she gains weight, loses weight, whatever, she can adjust the skirt so that the skirt always fits her. She never has to take it back and get a new skirt. Fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. What does this have to do with my brand and what I'm trying to make? I think making things that are useful for other people and thinking outside the box, being innovative in ways, right? Like amazing. What else do I like about it? I like that she has physical locations. And then in a world that's obsessed with selling shit online, she's making catalogs. She's going old school, right? So there's this like bringing back the historical, bringing back the tangible, bringing back the hands-on, making things that are more useful for people, that make their lives easier, better, like in the service, right? So this is what's happening in my brain, right? And it's just like grinding 24/7. And I'll wake up and I'll have another idea and I'll think of something that I haven't thought of before. And I'll write down different ideas and I'll just like journal it out and then I'll call my friends and then I'll talk it out and all the things, right? This is like what it all looks like before it looks like here's my funnel, click on the thing, sign up for the thing, which I'm getting to. That's going to take me 4 or 5 months. I have the TED Talk 5 months from now. So hopefully everything will be streamlined, click and buy, what I like it'll be sorted. But in the meantime, it is not sorted. It is not sorted. This is the authenticity of the process. I also think that this approach is a pretty feminine approach. Like many of my friends, when they're thinking through a new business, they start thinking about the brand of that business and they make Pinterest boards, right? So Pinterest boards are another way that I have thought through everything from when I was writing my books, I was making pins for, the vibe of the book, what I wanted to make. Same thing with the last ceremony. I was making pins, right? I had this relationship between the writing and the images. They were informing each other. They were helping me maintain the feeling of things, right? Anytime I've done a rebrand, photo shoots, all the stuff, right? Like it's all here because the work that I do is grounded in creativity, and creativity is grounded in the businesses that I make. Like they go hand in hand. There is a more traditional approach, which is like, look at the market. What's the gap in the market? How do you solve the problem? How do you charge to solve the problem? Right? And every dude that I know, like I'm listening to the $100 million leads book right now. Because my friend said this guy knows how to do all the things and knows how to make all the money. It doesn't totally resonate. Are there some like ideas? Okay. Yeah, like there's some ideas with regards to offers and sales and content and things like that. But my way is different. My way is different. And I think that a lot of you, especially ones that are kind of like venturing out into solopreneur land or have been in solopreneur land for some time, right? And you feel like you're kind of always doubting yourself, you're kind of always second guessing yourself, or you're feeling like you're not quite sure where you fit, or you're not quite sure how to create that recurring revenue or that financial stability, like all of this, it's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess because in a lot of ways, we're like inventing shit and doing things in a way that's more weird than the way that other people are doing it. But it doesn't mean that it's not figure outable. It's like figure outable. And like some of it is like paying attention to the pretty pictures, and some of it is paying attention to how they're making the money behind the pretty pictures. Like, what are they doing to actually make the money? Right? How much are they making? How often do they have to do the product launches? What are the hidden costs of that? How much is it costing them to get these things off the ground, right? What kind of support system do they have? Like, you can't build an empire by yourself. You can be like a photographer on your own and you take pictures and you get paid and you turn over the photos. There's some ways where like you're really genuinely just on your own. In this next phase for me, I'm trying to build with others. That's a new stretch for me. The thing is, like, there's this constant sense of reinvention, of stretching, of growing, of trying new things, failing, succeeding, whatever. But like, if you don't get adjusted, if you don't get grounded and comfortable and adapted to like creativity and the way that it moves and the way that it feels, a lot of this is going to feel really bumpy. It's going to feel like there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of instability, right? But like you'll get used to that. You'll get used to that. You'll get used to that process once you engage in it in a period of time. And whether we're talking about the micro, like you're writing a book and you're getting used to the process of like one craft creation, or whether we're talking about the whole thing, all the things that you're making and doing, we're talking about all, like it doesn't matter. It's the same on a macro scale and a micro scale. Okay, so make it with your hands, make it weird, choose your creativity, and I'm gonna just roll with this. I'm gonna see if this kind of content is useful and helpful. I'll try it for a couple months, and hopefully you'll give me some feedback, and then we will reinvent from there. Okay, I hope that you're just having the most inspired day of your life. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.